we have completed this part, Sapet Musli. Okay, so in yesterday's lecture we are seeing Saponin glycosides. We have finished Sapet Musli, then we have finished diascoria. Okay, so diagenin was the glycoside from which various kind of steroids that can be synthesized in the semi-synthetic manner. Because diagenin, once you got diagenin, you have to degrade it to 18 dihydroxyprednisolone. This licorice, it is also known as glycyrrhiza or mulethi or glycyrrhiza radix. In Marathi, it is also known as jestmad. Why it is known as jestmad? Because it is a sweet in taste. That's why licorice is a sweet in taste. That's why it is known as a glycyrrhiza mulethi or glycyrrhiza radix, or in Marathi it is known as a jestmad. So what is this? It is unpeeled roots and stolons. So roots and stolons. Stolons means stolons is nothing but the underground modification of roots only. जैसे roots होते हैं अपने, जैसे stem होता है, stem कहाँ पे होता है? बाहर होता है. तो underground stem जो होता है उसको बोलते हैं stolons. So unpeeled roots and stolons of Glycyrrhiza glabra, family Leguminaceae. So Glycyrrhiza glabra, family Leguminaceae, belonging to families Leguminaceae, and other species of Glycyrrhiza. They are sweet in taste, and it should contain not less than 20% of water soluble extract. So that is the biological source. So licorice is nothing but the Glycyrrhiza or mulethi or Glycyrrhiza radix, or it is known as a jestmad in Marathi. So it is a Glycyrrhiza glabra family Leguminaceae, roots and stolons. Okay. So and other species of Glycyrrhiza, it should contain not less than 20% of water soluble extract. Then there are different varieties of this Glycyrrhiza or licorice. There are different varieties. For example, first variety Glycyrrhiza glabra typica. Glycyrrhiza glabra typica or typica. So it is known as Spanish licorice. Glycyrrhiza glabra typica is a Spanish licorice. Then Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera. Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera. So it is known as the Russian licorice. So Spanish licorice, Russian licorice. And another variety is there known as the Glycyrrhiza glabra violacea. That is known as a Persian licorice. So you have to remember which one. So you have to remember which one is a Spanish licorice, which is the Russian licorice, and which one is a Persian licorice variety. So there are three varieties: Glycyrrhiza glabra typica, that is a Spanish licorice; Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera, that is a Russian licorice; Glycyrrhiza glabra violacea, that is a Persian licorice. So you have to remember this variety of licorice. Okay, try to remember this. So the Spanish variety has a purple color, papillomous flowers, and large number of stolons. Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera, it is having. So you have to remember these three. Glycyrrhiza glabra typica, that is a Spanish. Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera, that is nothing but the Russian licorice. Then Glycyrrhiza glabra violacea, that is nothing but the Persian licorice. So just remember the varieties, then just directly jump to the chemical constituents, because microscopic characters, they are not much important as far as licorice is concerned. So in the licorice you will have triterpenoid saponins. Licorice also have saponin glycosides, so which is basically a triterpenoid saponins, right? Then triterpenoid base with alpha amyrine structure. Alpha amyrine structure होगा उसमें, that is triterpenoid saponin. Then उसमें का main जो saponin है उसको बोलते हैं glycyrrhizin. So that is the main saponin present in the glycyrrhiza. That is a glycyrrhizin. Okay, glycyrrhizin. So it is also known as a glycyrrhizatic acid, which is a 50 times sweeter than sucrose. So that's why licorice is sweet in taste. So obviously the sweetness of licorice is due to this glycyrrhizin or glycyrrhizatic acid, which is a 50 times sweet than glucose. Then glycyrrhizatic acid, okay, or glycyrrhizin on hydrolysis will give glycyrrhizatic acid. Glycyrrhizin or glycyrrhizic acid on hydrolysis will give you glycyrrhizatic acid. Then glycyrrhizin content of Spanish licorice is 5 to 10%, Russian licorice is 10%, and Persian licorice is 7 to 13%. Okay, so highest is in Persian licorice. So highest amount of glycyrrhizin or glycyrrhizic acid present in the Persian licorice. Then along with this saponin glycoside, it has a bitter principle also, which is known as a glyceramarin. Glyceramarin or glyceramarin, it is nothing but the bitter principle in the glyceriza. Okay, and along with this saponin bitter principle, it also has some flavonoid content. Okay, so flavonoid content, that is nothing but the liquortine and isoliquortine. These flavonoid content, they are yellow in color. Okay, and these flavonoid content are responsible for the most of the pharmacological activity. They will contribute most of the pharmacological activity of the licorice. Okay, so this liquortine and isoliquortine. So this, out of this isoliquortine is responsible for an antipeptic ulcer effect. So anti-gastric effect is due to the isoliquortine. This was also a question. ये याद रखो आप कि इसमें ग्लिसराइजिक एसिड होता है वो 50 टाइम्स स्वीटर देन सुक्रोज. ठीक है, उसके बाद इसमें फ्लेवोनॉइड्स जो होते हैं लिकोर्टिन एंड आइसोलिकोर्टिन. सो जितना भी एक्टिविटीज है दैट इज मोस्टली बिकॉज ऑफ द आइसोलिकोर्टिन, राइट. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस लिकोरिस इज यूज्ड एज एक्सपेक्टोरेंट. जेस्ट मध उसको मराठी में बोलते हैं. और जिसको भी खांसी होता था, जैसे आपने एक दो बार खांस ली, तो मुझे वो खाना चाहिए, लेकिन आजकल नहीं मिलता. So it is an expectorant demulcent. Demulcent means what? It will have emollient effect on your anti-gastric effect due to isoliquortine. So anti-gastric effect means what? It will decrease your gastric acid formation, which is desirable in case of if you are suffering from any gastric ulcer or peptic ulcer. ठीक है, तो आपका अल्सर कम करने के लिए आपका एसिड भी कम करना पड़ेगा. अगर एसिड कम नहीं किया तो अल्सर बढ़ जाएगा. तो एंटी-gastric effect is due to the isoliquortine. Then again, D-lysergic licorice is used for healing the peptic ulcer. Then again, it is an antispasmodic, so it will reduce your unwanted construction of smooth muscle. So it is also due to isoliquortine. So it is anti-gastric, demulcent, expectorant, antispasmodic. Then it has a mineralocorticoid activity. Why? Because it is a triterpenoid saponin. It has a steroidal structure in the nucleus. That's why it will have mineralocorticoid activity due to its glycerizic acid. Okay. Then again, this licorice is also used in the arthritis. It is also anti-inflammatory. It is a flavoring agent for various beverages and confectionery. Then also used in a pharmaceutical agent as a flavoring agent. It is used in the tobacco preparation. Glycerizic acid has a aspirin-like action, means anti-inflammatory action. So it was all about the uses of licorice. So what is important in the licorice? So its biological source, then its varieties, what are the different varieties, then chemical constituent and uses. So that is important. So this chemical test and adulteration is not much important, but at least adulteration. So glyceriza uralensis, that is known as a Manchurian licorice. Glyceriza uralensis, which is known as a Manchurian licorice. It is used sometimes for adulteration of licorice. So it has a chocolate brown color. यहाँ पे एक या दो क्वेश्चन बनता है. यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन बन सकता है और यहाँ पे एक. नाउ इट इज अ ग्लिसराइजा प्लांट होता है ऐसा, और उसका ये स्टोलन्स होता है. सो जेस्ट मध बोलते हैं उसको मराठी में, जेस्ट मध जी काड़ी. ठीक है, सो इट इज अ स्वीट ड्यू टू इट इज नोन एज जेस्ट मध. इट इज अ स्वीटर देन हनी. So it is a 50 times sweeter than sucrose, glycerizic acid, right? This is the structure of glycerizic acid. Okay. So you can see it is a tetracyclic triterpenoid. So it has a steroidal nucleus in this. So that's why it has a mineralocorticoid activity. Next one is a shatavari. The shatavari is also known as shatmuli. It is nothing but the dried leaves of the plant Aspergillus racemos. Aspergus racemos, family Liliaceae. Aspergus racemos, family Liliaceae. It is known as a shatavari. Then it has also steroidal saponins in their structure. Chemical constituent, they are nothing but the steroidal saponins. They are known as shatawarin. Shatawarin 1 to shatawarin 5. Shatawarin 1 to shatawarin 4. So out of this shatawarin 1 is a major glycoside, or they are also known as serasaporin. Shatawarin 4th is a अटैचमेंट क्या है ग्लूकोज किसका है वो छोड़ो, सिर्फ इतना याद आपको कि शतावरी का सोर्स क्या है बायोलॉजिकल. इट इज अ ड्राइड लीव्स ऑफ एस्पार्गस रेसिमोसस, फैमिली लिलिएसी. एस्पार्गस रेसिमोसस, फैमिली लिलिएसी. इट हैज अ स्टेरोइडल saponin which is known as shatawarin. Shatawarin 1, 2, 3, and after hydrolysis they will give serasaporin. That's it. Then again along with this, it has a flowers and fruit consist of quercetin, antioxidant, quercetin and lutein. Then along with this hyperoside, इसमें एक अल्कोलाइड भी होता है, उसको बोलते हैं asparagine A, asparagine A. Then it is used as a galactogog, means it will increase the carbohydrate metabolism. Then diuretic is also known as antioxidant, so it will dilate your uterus, it will not contract uterus, so it will cause infertility, loss of libido. It is antioxidant. Shatavari. Now next one is the Brahmi. So it is much familiar plant with the girls. So girls has a lot of use of this Brahmi. So there are two varieties of Brahmi. So we'll see one by. So Brahmi is also known as gel Brahmi. Brahmi is also known as gel Brahmi. It is a dried leaves of Bacopa moneri, Herpetis monerica, family Scrofluraceae. Scrofluraceae. Bacopa moneri, Scrofluraceae. Okay. So dried and fresh leaves of Bacopa moneri. Dried fresh leaves and stem of Bacopa moneri family Scrofluraceae. Okay, it is found throughout the India. Just leave about it markers chemical constant. It has a alkaloids known as a brahmin, herpestin. Brahmin and herpestin are the alkaloids. Mainly it is a glycosidal drug. So it has a saponins known as a buscosides A and B. So main constituent of this brahmi is a buscosides A and B, which on hydrolysis will give you triterpenoid A glycone known as a vicogenin A. So if buscoside A on hydrolysis will give you vicogenin A, buscoside B on hydrolysis will give you vicogenin B. So it is a triterpenoid A glycone. So it is used as a nervine tonic. Other constituent like betolic acid is there, then sigmasterol, then monerin, or saponin. So it is used as a nervine tonic. So it will increase your functioning of nervous system. Nervine tonic. It is used in the asthma, epilepsy, insanity, and diuretic. It is also a diuretic. Epilepsy, you know that. Insanity means just like a mania. Diuretic, insanity. Treatment of asthma, nervine tonic. So Brahmi is a nervine tonic. It is also a hair tonic. So that's why. So Brahmi oil, lot of girls used to use Brahmi oil to increase their hairs, growth of their hairs. Okay. So again, this another variety of Brahmi is known as a Madhuka Parni or Indian pennywort. It is known as a Madhuka Parni or Indian pennywort or mangosteen. So it is nothing but the Centella aesthetica family Ambeliberi. It is another variety of Brahmi. So it is Centella aesthetica family Ambeliberi. So it also has alpha-marine derivative of isosticoside and medeco. It also has a betolic acid. So it is also same nervine tonic, sedative hypnotic, spasmolytic, then anti-anxiety, anti-stress. So just remember the biological source, that is enough. Next one is a memordica or momordica. It is nothing but the bitter gourd. You must have seen this everywhere. ये जो करेला होता है, करेला जिसको बोलते हैं अपने बिटर गोर्ड. तो ये करेला बहुत सारे लोगों ने खाया भी होगा इसको. तो उसमें क्या होता है, उसको साइंटिफिक नेम क्या है, उसमें क्या कंटेंट है और उसका यूज क्या है. सो मोमोर्डिका इज आल्सो नोन एज अ बिटर गोर्ड और करेला. सो इट इज अ फ्रेश फ्रूट ऑफ मोमोर्डिका charantia family Cucurbitaceae. So it is a fresh fruits of Moordica charantia family Cucurbitaceae. So it has a steroidal saponin known as a charantin, which is a blood sugar lowering property. It has a blood sugar lowering property. This charantin, which is a steroidal saponin present in the Moordica. That's why it is also used in the treatment of diabetes in the Ayurveda. So it also has a cathartic principle momordiacin. Okay. Cathartic principle means it will increase the stool formation. Momordiacin. And other constants like alkaloid, glycosides, saponin, mucilage. Just try to remember this charantin. Charantin is a sugar lowering property. So that's why this momordica is used in the treatment of diabetes. आपने देखा होगा कि करेले का जूस पीते हैं कुछ लोग, बहुत कड़वा होता है लेकिन पीते, उसमें चारांटीन होता है और वो शुगर लेवल को कम करता है बॉडी में. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज यूजफुल इन द डायबिटीज. not used in the modern medicines. It is not used in the modern medicine. It is just practiced in the your Ayurveda. Then it is a carminative stomachic carminative stomach. Carminative means what? Carminative means if any drug is able to remove all the gases from your stomach, that is known as the carminative. For example, आपका जैसे खाना खाने के बाद आप सोप खाते हो, soap जैसे betel nut हो गए, all these are the carminative. They will remove the flatulence, they will remove the gases from your stomach, they will increase the digestion. Stomachic means that will increase the formation of acid in the stomach. Rheumatism is used in rheumatism treatment of diabetes mellitus. So it is just like this. आपने करेला तो देखा होगा, करेले का पेड़ होगा. It is a memordica. Next one is a ginseng. So ginseng is a Chinese drug. It is a Chinese drug. Okay. So you must, if anybody has a habit of watching Chinese movie, so most of the Chinese movie they will mention this in the somehow in the movie. किसी न किसी तरीके से वो जिनसिंग दिखाती है मूवी. So it is also known as a ninjin or panax or panak. It is known as a ninjin, panax or panax. Ginseng. So it is a dried roots of various species of plant belongs to family Araliaceae. Araliaceae family के plants होते हैं जिनसिंग के, और उसके different varieties होती है. कौन से है? So panax ginseng. Panax ginseng, which is known as a Korean ginseng. Then Panax japonica, which is known as Japanese ginseng. Panax noti ginseng is known as a Chinese ginseng. Panax pincifolium. Panax pincifolium is known as American ginseng. Panax trifolis is known as dwarf ginseng. Panax vietnamese is known as Vietnamese ginseng. So there are different varieties of ginseng. Panax ginseng, then as a Korean. Panax japonica, known as Japanese ginseng. Panax noti ginseng is known as Chinese ginseng. Panax pincifolium is known as American ginseng. Panax trifolis, that is a dwarf ginseng. Panax vietnamese, Panax vietnamese, that is known as a Vietnamese ginseng. There are different kind of ginseng. All belongs to family Araliaceae. So Panax ginseng. Just forget about the cultivation collection and this geography. So just come to the direct chemical ones. So it will also have a saponin glycosides. So what is the saponin glycoside? I have explained in the yesterday's lecture. Saponin glycosides, when they will mix with water, they will form a soap. They are a hemolytic in nature. That's why sometimes they are used as a fish poison. Ginseng also has a saponin glycosides known as the ginsenosides. They are known as ginsenosides, which consist of a diambrol I-glycol. Ginsenosides are there. Okay, ginsenosides, panaxosides. Okay, so panaxoside, ginsenosides, they are the active constituents. Just forget about all this. Just remember ginsenosides and panaxosides. They are the active constituents of ginseng, which are saponin glycosides. There are different varieties of ginseng. Now it is used as a immunomodulator. So this term is now in a very much highlight, immunomodulation. So what do you mean by immunomodulation? If they will increase the functioning of your immune system, that is known as the immunomodulator. So if any drug or any chemical is able to increase your functioning of immune system, that is known as immunomodulator. Then again this Panax ginseng is used as a aphrodisiac, means it is a sex stimulant. Then again stimulant sedative property is used in the maternal and thyroid dysfunction, also used in the cosmetic. This ginseng is a aphrodisiac immunomodulator stimulant, and it has a sedative property used in the thyroid dysfunction and also in the cosmetics. Okay, so जितने भी चाइनीज मूवीज होते हैं, एक दो चाइनीज मूवीज मैंने देखे, उसमें उन्होंने दिखाया वो ड्रंकन मास्टर नाम का एक मूवी है, ड्रंकन मास्टर. उसमें वो एक बूढ़ा रहता है, वो बूढ़ा चाय जिनसिंग वगैरह हाथ में लेके देता है. इसमें क्या है, सिर्फ वैरायटी याद रखो, और इसमें जिनसेनोसाइड्स होता है, पेनाक्साइड्स, तो उसका यूज. बाकी सब जो है, बाकी सब इसके ऊपर एक दो बार क्वेश्चन आया था आई थिंक, ये वैरायटीज थोड़ा सा अच्छे से याद रखो आप. पेनाक्स जिनसिंग. सो जिनसिंग लुक्स लाइक दिस. सो इट इज अ जिनसिंग प्लांट. ये ऐसा प्लांट होता है उसका. तो ये जो रूट्स होते हैं ये ऐसे होते हैं, ये रूट्स ही यूज है. ये रूट्स में जिनसेनोसाइड्स होते हैं। ये देखो जिनसेनोसाइड ROB1 जिनसेनोसाइड्स, ये स्ट्रक्चर है जिनसेनोसाइड, मतलब दे आर स्टेरॉयडल saponin, steroidal triterpenoid saponin. That's why it has an immunomodulatory as well as aphrodisiac action. Aphrodisiac action means that will increase your desire or sexual desire. Then next one is cyanogenetic glycosides. Okay, cyanogenetic glycosides, they are also known as cyanophoritic glycosides because presence of hydrocyanic acid as a glycan part. So cyanogenetic. So amagladin is the most prominent cyanogenetic glycoside. Amagladin is the most prominent cyanogenetic glycoside. Then most of these are derived from mandelol nitride. So cyanogenetic glycoside, most of them are derived from or biosynthesized from mandelol nitride, which on hydrolysis will give you hydrocyanic acid and benzaldehyde. So mandelol nitride is made up of hydrocyanic acid and benzaldehyde, and which is the basic part, which is the base for the biosynthesis of cyanogenetic glycoside. Rosaceae family, which consists of prominent cyanogenetic glycosides. So Rosaceae family most prominent for cyanogenetic glycosides. This was question in GPAT 2019. So which family consists of cyanogenetic glycosides prominently? So it is nothing but the Rosaceae. Rosaceae family consists of prominently cyanogenetic glycosides. Then identification test for this cyanogenetic glycoside based upon the liberation of hydrocyanic acid on hydrolysis, which changes the sodium picrate into sodium perchlorate, that will change color from yellow to brick red. So this is just इसमें एक क्या नाम है अभी याद नहीं आ रहा, वो नेक्स्ट आएगा आपको, एक है उसका टेस्ट, वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन टेस्ट उसके हाइड्रोसाइनिक एसिड की बेस के ऊपर एक आइडेंटिफिकेशन टेस्ट है उसका, तो उसका नाम अभी याद नहीं आ रहा है, मैं बोलता हूँ. Now bitter almond. First drug form cyanogenetic glycoside is a bitter almond. So आपने बादाम का पेड़ तो देखा ही होगा सबने, बादाम का कैसा होता है क्या होता है. So bitter almond is exactly looking similar to the sweet almond. Okay, so bitter almond is also known as Amygdala amara. Amygdala amara, that is a bitter almond. So it is a dried ripe seeds of plant known as Prunus amygdalus dulcis. That is a sweet almond. Prunus amygdalus is the sweet almond. Prunus amygdalus amara is a bitter almond. Family Rosaceae. So Prunus amygdalus dulcis, that is a sweet almond. Prunus amygdalus amara is a bitter almond. Okay, family Rosaceae. So it has a colorless crystalline bitter glycoside known as a amygdalin. Amygdalin is the glycoside present in the bitter almond. So it is a on hydrolysis of this amygdalin, you will get hydrocyanic acid. Hydrocyanic acid is a product of hydrolysis of amygdalin, which is a poisonous in nature and not stable for internal consumption. This hydrocyanic acid. Okay, but this hydrocyanic acid is not present in the sweet almond. That's why sweet almond is edible. It is a stable for consumption. But bitter almond consists of this amygdalin. Okay, this amygdalin hydrocyanic acid, that is a poisonous in the nature. That's why bitter almond is not stable for internal consumption. Right. So along with this amygdalin, it has a volatile oil. Then it also has some sweet almond. Okay, sweet almond does not sweet almond does not consist of this amygdalin, and that's why it is a suitable for consumption. It is edible. But bitter almond consists of this amygdalin, which upon hydrolysis will give you this hydrocyanic acid, which is a harmful for internal consumption. Okay, so benzaldehyde 80% and hydrocyanic acid 2%. Along with this amygdalin, it has a benzaldehyde 80% and hydrocyanic acid 2%. So then this bitter almond is a sedative, demulcent. It is used in the perfumery. It should not be used as a flavoring agent for food and other confectionery because it consists of hydrocyanic acid. So it is a sedative because of hydrocyanic acid. Just remember, कि प्रोनस अमेग्लाइडस डल्सिस विच इज स्वीट आलमंड, इसमें अमेग्लाइडिन नहीं होता है। ये जो है प्रोनस अमेग्लाइडस अमायरा विच इज नोन एज अ बिटर आलमंड, इसमें आपका अमेग्लाइडिन होता है। अमेग्लाइडिन आफ्टर हाइड्रोलाइसिस विल गिव यू हाइड्रोसायनिक एसिड विच इज अ पॉइजनस इन नेचर, राइट। तो ये हाइड्रोसायनिक एसिड एक बार पूछा था आई थिंक जीपैट में, इसके ऊपर एक बार जीपैट में क्वेश्चन आया था, अभी याद नहीं मुझे कब आया था, लेकिन 100% इसके ऊपर जीपैट में एक बार क्वेश्चन आया है। नेक्स्ट वन इज मस्टर्ड। अगेन इसमें एक दो ड्रग और है, यहाँ पे एक दो ड्रग और है साइनोजेनेटिक ग्लाइकोसाइड, जैसे वाइल्ड चेरी बार्क। ओके, तो बुक में दिया है एक दो ड्रग, जस्ट छोटे छोटे ड्रग बुक में दिया है, उसको एक बार पढ़ लेना। तो इतना याद रखो, साइनोजेनेटिक ग्लाइकोसाइड्स दे आर मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंटली प्रेजेंट इन द रोजेसी फैमिली। इट वाज क्वेश्चन इन 2009, इसके ऊपर भी एक बार क्वेश्चन आया था। तो ये अमेग्लाइडिन जो है, अमेग्लाइडिन इसमें भी पाया जाता है। किसमें? आप अगर एप्पल खाते हो, एप्पल, तो एप्पल के जो सीड्स होते हैं, एप्पल के सीड्स में भी आपका ये अमेग्लाइडिन पाया जाता है। एप्पल के जो सीड्स होते हैं उसमें अमेग्लाइडिन पाया जाता है, इसमें भी हाइड्रोसायनिक एसिड होता है। तो एप्पल के सीड्स अपन मतलब एक दो सीड खाए तो कुछ नहीं होता, लेकिन अगर आपने कुछ सीड्स का मान लीजिए कि 1 ग्राम 2 ग्राम पाउडर खाया एप्पल के सीड्स का, तो आपको पॉइजनिंग हो जाएगी, आपके इसमें साइनाइड बन जाएगा बॉडी में। तो हाइड्रोसायनिक एसिड बाद में साइनाइड बनता है, तो उसमें पॉइजनिंग का चांसेस होता है। ये अमेग्लाइडिन, ठीक है। सो अमेग्लाइडिन प्रेजेंट इन द बिटर आलमंड, इट इज आल्सो प्रेजेंट इन द योर सीड्स ऑफ योर एप्पल। Isothiocyanate glycosides, so they are also known as a glucose inositol. So isothiocyanate glycosides, they are also known as a glucoinositol compound. Okay, so a glycan part of this isothiocyanate family containing isothiocyanate glycoside. So they are most prominent in crucifery family, Casparidaceae family, Rhizodiaceae family. तो क्रूसीफेरी फैमिली में आइसोथायोसाइनेट ग्लाइकोसाइड मोस्ट कॉमन होता है, इतना याद रखो। ड्रग इज अ मस्टर्ड, आइसोथायोसाइनेट ग्लाइकोसाइड कंटेनिंग मस्टर्ड इज सो मस्टर्ड इज आल्सो नोन एज ब्लैक मस्टर्ड, और इन हिंदी इट इज नोन एज सरसों, सरसों का तेल खाया होगा, तो ब्लैक मस्टर्ड और सरसों। सो ड्राइड राइप सीड्स ऑफ ब्रासिका नाइग्रा, ड्राइड राइप सीड्स ऑफ ब्रासिका नाइग्रा और ब्रासिका जुनिका, तो इंडियन मस्टर्ड। ब्रासिका नाइग्रा और ब्रासिका जुनसिया is the Indian mustard. Brassica nigra और ब्रासिका जुनसिया, so belongs to family Crucifery और Brassicaceae, both are the same, Crucifery और Brassicaceae. ब्रासिका नाइग्रा और ब्रासिका जुनसिया, सॉरी, ब्रासिका नाइग्रा और ब्रासिका जुनसिया फैमिली Brassicaceae और Crucifery. So ब्रासिका जुनसिया is Indian mustard. So these mustard, so mustard oil is there, you might have seen the mustard oil, आपने खाया भी होगा। Obviously इसमें क्या होगा, what will the chemical constituent of mustard? So obviously fixed oil will be there, volatile oil will be there, and the odor of this mustard is due to the volatile oil. Then protein is also there. So isothiocyanate glycoside is present known as cinegreen. Okay, this was again a question in GPAT. Cinegreen is a isothiocyanate glycoside present in which plant? So it was also a question. Cinegreen is a isothiocyanate glycoside in the black mustard. Okay, so isothiocyanate glycoside cinegreen, which is nothing but the potassium myronate. Okay, so presence of enzyme myrosin, in the plant hydrolyze the cinegreen into, in presence of water, into allyl isothiocyanate. तो एक एंजाइम होता है मायरोसिन, प्लांट में होता है मस्टर्ड के, तो वो क्या करता है, वाटर के साथ में उसका सिनेग्रीन का हाइड्रोलाइसिस करता है। किसमें करता है? allyl isothiocyanate, so which is a volatile component, it is a essence of mustard or volatile mustard oil. So just remember, cinegreen is a isothiocyanate glycoside present in the mustard. It is used as a condiment, emetic, irritant and room temperature. Condiment means आपका जो मसाला होता है, मसाले में यूज करते हैं। इमेटिक मीन्स दैट विल इंड्यूस वोमिटिंग। इरिटेंट मीन्स जो आपका इरिटेंट पेन किलर होती है। प्रोपिशिएंट मीन्स उसका रब करके एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी एक्शन करता है। केमिकल टेस्ट छोड़ो उसका, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ इतना याद रखो केमिकल कॉन्स्टेंट्स, ठीक है। नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज tannins. So what are the tannins? Tannins are the most widely occurring secondary metabolites of the plant. Okay, they are present in the tannins are the most occurring in the higher plants. They are secondary metabolites of the plant, and they are present in the cell sap or distinct vacuole. They are present in the form of cell sap or distinct vacuole. Means they are not present in the leaves and all that. They are present in the cell sap, special space in the cells or cell sap or vacuoles. They are astringent substances. Astringent substances means they will precipitate your protein. By combining with the protein, they will precipitate them. They are astringent. They are organic compound. They will not have any nitrogen. So organic non-nitrogenous compound derivative of polyhydroxy benzoic acid. Just a moment. So tannins are the derivative of polyhydroxy benzoic acid. Tannins are the derivative of polyhydroxy benzoic acid. They are organic non-nitrogenous compounds. They are secondary metabolites of plant. They are found in the higher plants, okay, in the form of cell sap or distinct vacuoles, and they have a astringent property. They can combine with your protein and precipitate them. Now they are used in the medicine for various purposes like mild antiseptic, then treatment of diarrhea, to check the small hemorrhage, or means to stop the hemorrhage, to stop the hemorrhage. Then extensively they are used in the leather industry for the tanning of. Chemically they are the mixtures of chemically they are a mixture of polyphenol, generally ortho-trihydroxy groups in the phenyl ring. Polyphenols. They are the polyphenols. Okay. So chemical properties of tannins. So tannins, they will form a colloidal solution with water. They are non-crystalline and they will show acidic reactions due to presence of phenolic groups. They are soluble in the alcohol, glycerin, dilute acids. They are insoluble in the organic solvents except acetone. So acetone में soluble है लेकिन बाकी organic solvent में soluble नहीं है. जैसे आपका क्लोरोफॉर्म हो गया, आपका बेंजीन हो गया, ठीक है, इसमें ईथर हो गया. Soluble in alcohol, glycerin, in dilute acids also, but not soluble in the organic solvents except acetone. There are different chemical tests for identification of tannins, which are very important. Tannin solution will precipitate the gelatin. So gelatin test, precipitation of gelatin by alkaloids. So gelatin will be precipitated, as gelatin is a protein. Gelatin is nothing but the protein. It will be precipitated by solution of, then precipitation. Tannin is also precipitated by salt of copper, lead and tin. A gold-beater skin test. It is a specific test for identification of tannins. It is very important. So you have to remember the gold-beater skin test is nothing but the identification test of tannins. It is a specific identification test for tannins. So gold-beater skin test means what is gold-beater skin test? So gold-beater skin is nothing but the untanned skin of animal obtained from the membrane of intestine of ox. जो ox animal होता है उसका intestine जो होता है उसका skin होता है वो उसको बोलते हैं gold-beater skin. तो उसमें टेस्ट क्या है, वो स्किन लेने का आपको गोल्ड-बेटर स्किन उसको HCl से रिंस करना है, वो डिस्टिल वाटर से भी रिंस करना है. Then you have to place a tannin solution for 5 minutes. Then again wash with distilled water and add ferrous sulfate solution. So you will get a brown or black color on the skin due to tannins. There is a tanning of skin. So tanning of skin मतलब कलर होगा स्किन को, कौन सा कलर होगा, ब्लैक और ब्राउन, ड्यू टू tannins possessing the solution. Okay. So then again phenazone test is there, vanillin hydrochloride test is there. So this is also one important, vanillin hydrochloride test. In this test, vanillin plus alcohol plus acid, they will give you red color with the tannin solution due to formation of chloroglycanol. जो पायरोगिनोल होता है, जो पॉलीफेनॉल कंपाउंड होता है इसमें टैनिन्स में, वो फॉर्म करेंगे chloroglycanol. Then again this matchstick test is also important, or it is also known as catechin test. This test is also important. Matchstick test, catechin test, then vanillin hydrochloride test, gold-beater skin test. All these tests are the identification test for tannins. So in the matchstick test, what happens? इसमें क्या होता है कि matchstick जो होता है, जो ये रहते हैं मराठी में उसको काड़ी पेटी बोलते हैं। काड़ी पेटी लेने का है आपको। सो मैचस्टिक इज यू हैव टू डीप इन द एक्वियस एक्सट्रैक्ट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन कंटेनिंग टैनिन। ये टैनिन का सॉल्यूशन में मैचस्टिक लेना है, उसमें डीप करना है, ठीक है। और उसको बर्नर जो है आपका गैस बर्नर उसके एनवायरमेंट में नियर यू हैव टू प्लेस दैट moisten the matchstick in the near to the burner. Then it will burn with the red color due to formation of fluorescence. मतलब क्या है कि आपको टैनिन का सॉल्यूशन लेना है, एक मैच का स्टिक लेना है, उसमें डिप करना है और उसके बाद में उसको हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड में डिप करना है और उसको बर्नर के नजदीक रखना है। तो वो जो स्टिक मैच स्टिक है वो जल जाएगा with the red flame, with the red color flame. So that is due to the formation of fluorobisoprolol. Tannins will be converted into fluorobisoprolol after the hydrolysis using by HCl. So वो fluorobisoprolol जो है वो बर्न करता है रेड कलर से, उसको बोलते हैं मैच स्टिक टेस्ट और कैटेचिन टेस्ट। देन गोल्डबेटर स्किन टेस्ट, देन गोल्डबेटर स्किन टेस्ट, negon test, vanillin hydrochloride test, match stick test. All these are the tests for identification of tannin. Tannin containing drug or classification of tannin. इसके ऊपर भी कभी भी एक क्वेश्चन आ जाता है। So what are the different classes of tannins? There are three classes: hydrolyzable tannins, condensed tannins, and pseudotannins. So each and every, as the name indicate, hydrolyzable tannins means what? They can be hydrolyzed. So if they can be hydrolyzed, what is the hydrolysis product? They can be hydrolyzed by acid or enzyme, and then the gallic acid and ellagic acid. Gallic acid, ellagic acid are the product of hydrolysis. Upon dry distillation, hydrolyzable tannins will be converted into pyrogalor. Okay, upon dry distillation, gallic acid and other components will get converted into pyrogalor with the perchlorate. This pyrogalor will produce. So what are the example of hydrolyzable tannins? Like gallotannins from nutgall, rhubarb, then clove, chestnut, elagy tannin from oak, myrobilans, and pomegranate bark. So these जो pomegranate bark होता है, pomegranate का bark होता है, जैसे रेड कलर का होगा या फिर लिटिल बिट पिंकिश कलर का होगा. So that color is due to the this hydrolyzable tannin. Then condensed tannins, as the name indicate, condensed means they cannot be easily hydrolyzed. Okay, so phlobatannins, proanthocyanidins are resistant to the hydrolysis. That's why they are known as a non-hydrolyzable tannins or condensed tannins. They are related to flavonoid pigment, which so they are derivative of flavons like catechin 3-ol or catechin 4-ol, catechin 4-diol or catechin 3 flavon 3-diol or catechin or flavon 3 or 3,4-diol. So they are derivative of catechin or flavon 3-ol or flavon 3,4-diol. Okay, so they are resistant to the hydrolysis. उनका hydrolysis जल्दी होगा नहीं, they resist करेगा, उसको बोलते हैं condensed tannin. जिसका hydrolysis होता है उसको बोलते हैं hydrolyzable tannin. So upon treatment with acid फिर भी आप हो नहीं रहा है उसका hydrolysis, फिर भी आपको उसका hydrolysis करना है, तो किससे करेंगे? acid और enzymatic. Okay, तो when you try to do hydrolysis of condensed tannins using acid or enzymes, they will get polymerized and decomposed into red colored substance known as flavonoids, which are insoluble in water and will give you brownish red color for many plants. ये जो flavonoids जो होते हैं वो brownish red color होते हैं plants में. Okay, so that's why pomegranate जो होता है उसका जो outer covering होता है shell, तो उसका जो color होता है red, brick red और या फिर आपका pinkish color होता है. क्यों होता है? That is because of the tannins, right? Now upon dry distillation, condensed tannins will give you catechol. They will also give brownish green color. So examples of condensed tannins: green tea. Green tea में जो catechins होता है ना, जो श्रद्धा कपूर आके मस्त करके मस्त एक बोलती है लिप्टन ग्रीन टी का एडवर्टाइजमेंट करती है श्रद्धा कपूर. उसमें बोलती है इसमें कैटेचिन्स है, इसमें इसमें ये है, इसमें वो कैटेचिन्स जो है वो दैट इज समथिंग बट द एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स जो होते हैं कैटेचिन्स इसमें ग्रीन टी में होता है. तो एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ कंडेंस्ड टैनिन्स: ग्रीन टी, सिंकोना, देन सिनामन, वाइल्ड चेरी बार्क, ब्लैक कैटेचू, पेल कैटेचू, कोका कोला. देन अगेन नेक्स्ट वन इज Pseudotannins. Pseudotannins means what? They will not. They are tannins, but they will not give you a test for identification of tannins. They will not obey gold-beater skin test. For example, chlorogenic acid found in the coffee, Naxomica, catechins from coca, epiconic acid. So these are the examples of pseudotannins. Chlorogenic for them. So there are different tests for identification of pseudotannin. That is known as the chlorogenic acid test. Chlorogenic acid test. So in that test, ये बाकी इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना इतना इतना याद रखो कि बाकी जो नॉर्मल हाइड्रोलाइजेबल कंडेंसेंट है वो गोल्ड-बेटर स्किन टेस्ट देते हैं, एरिक क्लोराइड टेस्ट देते हैं. ये pseudotannins गोल्ड-बेटर स्किन टेस्ट नहीं देते, ये देते हैं chlorogenic acid test. First drug from your tannin is nothing but the myrobalan. So it is known as a chebulic myrobalan or herde or haritiki. So dried ripe fruits of Terminalia chebula. Terminalia chebula. So dried ripe fruits of Terminalia chebula, family Combretaceae, Combretaceae. Terminalia chebula, family Combretaceae. Okay. So इसमें ये जो local source and chemical constants. So it is a very rich in the tannin content. So hydrolyzable tannins are there: chebulic acid, D-gallyl glucose, then chebulic acid, chebulinic acid, ellagic and gallic acid. They are the hydrolysis product of the tannins. During the maturation, tannin content decreases where acidity of fruit increases. So myrobalan एक fruit होता है, जैसे बादाम जैसे होता है वैसे ही दिखता है. It is known as chebulic myrobalan, herde or haritiki. It is a dry fruit of Terminalia chebula family, Combretaceae, and it has a hydrolyzable tannins, which is nothing but the chebulic acid or D-gallyl glucose, chebulic acid, chebulinic acid, ellagic and gallic acid. So it is used as astringent, laxative, stomachic tonic. Laxative property is due to the anthracene present in the pericarp of this myrobalan. So it is myrobalan is a जो आपका त्रिफला चूर्ण होता है उसमें ये यूज करते हैं आयुर्वेदिक फॉर्मुलेशन. So it is an ingredient of triphala Ayurvedic preparation. Commercially, it is used in the dyeing and tanning industry. Also used for treatment of water, used in the treatment of piles and external ulcers. Due to its astringent properties, it is used in the piles and ulcers externally only. Behra. Okay, so Behra is nothing but the Balearic myrobalan or Beda, or it is known as a Bibidak. It is a dried ripe fruit of plant, Terminalia balearica, family same Combretaceae. Okay. Again, rest of the things are not required. It also has a 20 to 30% tannins, which is also hydrolyzable, gallic acid, ellagic acid, and phylembin, ethyl gallate glucose, non-edible oil. It is also used as an astringent, treatment of dyspepsia, diarrhea. Purgative property of this fruit is because of half-ripe fruit is fixed oil. ये बेरा और चेबुला, टर्मिनल चेबुला,